Hey guys, welcome to Green Bean Fiction. So in today's video we are gonna see, what if Deku had Eevee evolution quirk? Part 2. This story is Quirk Eeveevolutivo by Cap Lycanrock 24. Before starting, make sure to hit that like button, as your one like motivates me to bring more stories, and subscribe the channel if you are new so you won't miss our latest videos. Izuku and his companions were walking until they reached Dagoba Beach. They walked a little further until they reached All Might. M's sad face, he saw them. Hello guys, he saw Izuku. So why did you call me, young Midoriya? Izuku, well, I've decided whether to inherit your power or not. MSO, what do you decide? Izuku, I'll take it, he said seriously. I promise I'll do my best. M's sad face smiled. Very good. Then everyone saw that she pulled out a lock of hair. This is something I said once. Something you receive through luck and something you've earned through your own effort are fundamentally different. Accept it with all your heart. This is the power they have earned through their own efforts. Izuku and the Eevees got serious. Izuku, why Eevees? Eon. MIT doesn't matter as long as you take my DNA. Izuku, it's different from what I imagined. Come on, they'll be back in school in a few days. Only Izuku's scream was heard. Izuku and his classmates were on the train when they heard a man calling them. Man, Midoriya from the hero course. Izuku saw him. Great job at the sports festival. You came in first place. Man, too, they were great. Women are smaller than I thought. He saw Izuku and the Eevees. And so they received many compliments from the people on the train. They were now walking towards the academy, with Izuku carrying an umbrella and Eevee, Flareon, Jolteon, Espeon, Umbreon, Sylveon, and Glaceon wearing raincoats. But Leafeon and Vaporeon enjoyed the rainwater. Iida, good morning, Midoriya. Guys, I arrive with them. Izuku. Iida, he saw it. Iida, why are you walking so slowly? We'll be late. He kept running. Izuku, too late. There's still time before the bell rings. They followed him. Iida, you. Students must always arrive 10 minutes early. They arrived and left their things in their lockers. Izuku. Iida, Iida, if it's about my brother, don't worry. I apologize for making you worry unnecessarily, she said, and went into the living room. Sylveon. Vo Izuku. Izuku, you noticed it too, didn't you? He saw her in the living room. Minate's very different after the matches have been broadcast on TV, isn't it? I was spoken to many times on the way here. Hiroshima, yes, me too. Hagakure, people were staring at me too. I felt a little embarrassed. Ojiro. Isn't this normal for you, Hagakure? He said with a drop of sweat. Zero, some elementary school kids tried to cheer me up after I lost like that. You cheer up, Zero. Kaminari, in just one day, we suddenly became popular, huh? Then Aizawa entered. Aizawa. Good morning. All good morning, they said, already in their seats. Kiro. Professor Aizawa, they've removed your bandages. I'm glad for you. Aizawa, it was the old woman exaggerating. More importantly, today we'll have a special hero computing class. All here it is. Kaminari. Special. Is it a pop quiz? I hope not. Hiroshima, I'm bad with legislation regarding heroes and stuff. Aizawa. Code names, they will decide their code names. Al will do something amazing. Aizawa activated his quirk and everyone fell silent. Aizawa, this is related to the professional hero elections I mentioned the other day. The elections begin as early as the second and third year, after the students have gained experience and can be of assistance to the heroes. Aizawa, in other words, the fact that there are offers for first-year students like yourselves this time shows that they are interested in your future potential. These offers are cancelled if interest wanes before graduation. Hagakure, so we have to prove ourselves once we've been chosen, right? Aizawa, that's right, and here are all of those offers. Everyone saw the offers appear on the board. Midoriya. 5,000. Todoroki. 4,123. Bakugo. 3,556. Tokiyami. 360. Iida. 301. Kaminari. 272. Yaoyorozu. 108. Hiroshima. 68. Shiozaki. 35. Uraraka. 20. Siro. 14. Etc. Aikala. In other years, the bids were more evenly matched, but this time everyone has their eyes on these two, he said. Kaminari, oh, what a difference. Aoyama, those professionals can't recognize something good when they see it. Juro is Midoriya first and Todoroki second. Kirishima. Huh, Bakugo finished second, didn't he? Siro-sama must have been afraid to request someone like Bakugo. Bakugo, what are professionals afraid of? Yaoyorozuyo are amazing. Todoroki, he saw it. Todoroki, they were probably influenced by my father. Uraraka, wow, we have offers. She said, shaking Iida. Article 5000, it seems they all went after you, he saw Izuku. Izuku, I didn't imagine so many, surprised. Aizawa, with those results in mind, even though they were not chosen, they will participate in internships with professional heroes. Izuku, internships. Aizawa, yes. At USJ, they already had experience in real combat against villains, but it will be good training for you to see the heroes in action. Sato, that's what names are for. Uraraka, things got fun. Aizawa, well, those names are temporary, but if they're not serious. Midninth. Then it'll be hell. He said, walking in and leaving some of the boys speechless. Sylveon covered Izuku's eyes with her ribbons. Izuku, what? Confused. Article. Under its vines seems to have thought the same thing. Midninth. Because many heroes are recognized by the name they chose during high school. All. Midninth. Aizawaso, midnight will make sure your names are right. I can't do things like that. When you give yourself a name, you have a more concrete image of the hero you want to become in the future, and then you can move closer to it. Aizawa, this is what they meant by, names and nature often coincide. Like All Might, for example. He took his sleeping bag and got in, then put it in the corner of the living room. Everyone was given a small whiteboard. Midninth, okay. Please start introducing your names when you're ready. Kirishima, shall we introduce them? Asterisk. Siro asterisk, that takes a lot of courage. Asterisk. Aoyama stepped forward. Aoyama, here I go. Shining hero. I can't stop twinkling. It means, I can't stop twinkling. All, it's a sentence. Asterisk. Midninth, it will be easier to use if you remove the I, and use the short form, cannot, he said. Aoyameo are right, mademoiselle. Several. All right, Sato, decide whether you use English or French. Mine. Then it's my turn. Steps forward, hero name, Alien Queen. Midninth, are you trying to be like those blood-corrosive bloodsuckers? You shouldn't. Mine. Curse. Suyu. Hero. So, can I be next? Midninth. Go ahead, Suyu, I've had it decided since elementary school, I show the name, rainy season heroine. Froppy. Midninth, how lovely. It sounds friendly. I like it. I smile, it's a great example of a name that everyone would like. All. Froppy. 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 Kirishima. Then, me too. The rugged hero. Red Riot. Midninth. Red Riot. It's a tribute to the chivalrous hero. Crimson Riot, right. Kirishima, yes, it's a bit old-fashioned, but I want to become a hero like Crimson. Kaminari, good heavens. I can't think of a name. Juro, do you want me to give you one? How about Jamming Ye? Kaminari's like Hemingway, the writer of A Farewell to Arms. Sounds smart. Great. Juro. You always end up like this. Kaminari, hey, Juro, stop playing with me. She stepped forward. Juro. Hearing heroine. Earphone jack. Midninth, I like it. Next. And so they all passed. Shoji. Tentacle hero. Tentacle. Siro. Inciting hero. Cellophane. Ojiro. Martial arts hero. Tailman. Sato candy hero. Sugarman. Mine. Pinky. Kaminari. Stun gun hero. Chargazuma, combining charge with lightning. Hagakure stealth heroine. Invisible girl. Midninth, let's continue with this. Eevee. Voy, he said above the head of the sleeping Aizawa. Yaoyorozu, I hope I don't tarnish this name. Heroine of all. Kriti. Todoroki. Shoto. Midninth, your name. Is that okay? He saw him. Todoroki. Yes, he agreed. Tokiyami. Jet black hero. Tsukuyomi. Even. Hero of caresses. Anima, it said on his blackboard. Midninth, okay. I understand. Bakugo, king of killer explosions, he said. Midninth, I don't think it's a good idea to use that. Bakugo. Why not? Hiroshima you should be. Explosive boy. Bakugo, shut up. Weird hair. Uraraka, this is the one I had in mind. Uravity. Midninth. It sounds stylish. The name selection process is going more smoothly than I thought it would. The ones left are Bakugo, who needs to rethink that, Iida, Midoriya, and Shiozaki, right? Article, I already have mine. Steps forward, nature heroine. I came. Midninth. Very good. I smile. Iida. Only. Midninth, will you use your first name as well? Izuku was thinking about what name to choose, until his classmates came over to see. Izuku, hey. Wait, I've got it, he wrote on the board. All ready. I step forward with the Eevees following me. Izuku. Team of heroes. His teammates jumped for joy. Midninth, I like it. I smile. Now everyone was choosing their internship. Mine, hey. Have you decided which professional agency to go to yet? Article, Midoriya. Have you chosen which one to go to yet? Izuku, after thinking it over, I'm torn between Mirko's agency, Gang Orca, and the Wild Pussycats. I don't know which one to choose and I still need to learn how to use one for all. Then he saw his colleagues with other sheets of paper, pointing them at some agencies. Izuku, they know we can't be apart for that long, so we'll choose one of these. I show her the ones she chose. You choose which one. Eevee. Eevee, Eon. They nodded. We met Izuku and the Eevees who were on the train on their way to the Wild Pussycats agency. Izuku, I hope the guys keep an eye on Iida. I'm sure he'll try to go after the hero killer, sigh. Then she felt Sylveon caressing her head with her ribbons. Sylveon. Syl smiled. Izuku, I'm fine, I smile a little, don't worry. Upon arriving at the station, they took a taxi and continued on their way. After a few more minutes, they arrived and saw the Pussycats agency building. They approached the door, but then they saw 4 people leaving the building. Mandalay, always dazzling. Ragdoll, always ready to lend a paw. Tiger. Appearing suddenly. Pixie Bob with feline beauty. Pussycats. Wild Pussycats. Izuku, why Eevees? Mandalay, sad face, he saw him, you must be Midoriya if I'm not mistaken. Izuku, aw. Why yes, bowed, thank you for having us. Mandalay, welcome, then he saw the Eevees, haven't I seen them somewhere else? Pixie Bob, oh. I remember seeing them at a camp a while ago, she saw the Eevees. It's impossible to forget these cuties, although there are some I don't recognize. Ragdoll, well, it's best to go inside. They all entered the building, showed Izuku and the Eevees around, and then went to a room. Mandalay, they'll stay here, smiled. Tiger, tomorrow we'll start with training and patrols, get a good rest for today. Izuku, yes, thank you. They left. Well, we'd better rest. I go into the room. The others followed, but Sylveon lagged behind, sensing something. She looked around and noticed a dark-haired boy in a red cap walking down one of the hallways. Sylveon. Izuku. Sylveon. She saw her, what's wrong? Sylveon shook his head and went with him. Izuku and the Eevees were in the building's backyard, now they were with Tiger. Tiger, all right, let's begin training. Is there anything you'd like to improve on specifically? He looked at Izuku. Izuku, well, my body creates a kind of energy that allows me to create attacks of different elements. But recently my body created another type of energy, but I don't know how to use it, and I'm a little afraid to use it without knowing. Tiger, I understand. A different kind of energy than you usually use. He saw it, try to use it, but don't make any movements. Izuku took a few steps back and concentrated. Tiger and the Eevees began to see green lightning bolts appear around Izuku's body. Tiger, sad face, I notice Izuku's muscles tense up, are you using all your energy? Izuku, not all of it, but it's a good amount. Tiger, how much? He saw it. Izuku. I don't know, maybe 45%. He said, Tiger, your body isn't used to that energy level, try using a low percentage that your body can get used to and that allows you to move. Izuku, a low percentage, concentrated. Everyone saw the lightning diminish. Izuku, I think this is 5%. Tiger, can you move? Izuku nodded, good, then try to maintain that percentage while we train. During the following hours, the Eevees watched as Izuku was practically a punching bag for Tiger. Izuku couldn't even land a single blow on Tiger, who dodged them all thanks to his elastic body. Izuku. Lying on the ground. Mandalay's sad face. I arrived and saw them. It seems like it was a good training session. Izuku. Something like that. Mandalay. Okay. Take a bath and rest a bit before starting the patrol. After the bath, Izuku and the Eevees now stood in their costumes in front of the Pussycats. Mandalay. Alright, we'll patrol the nearby forest. Sometimes people come and get lost, or there are some fools who light campfires without permission, which can lead to a fire, he said. Since Midoriya and the Eevees can cover more ground, we'll split up. Mandalay. I'll go with Ragdoll. Tiger can take Umbreon, Flareon and Glaceon, Pixie can take Espeon, Sylveon and Leafeon, he said, and Midoriya will take Eevee, Vaporeon and Jolteon. They all nodded. Mandalay, remember to keep your communicator turned on. Alright, let's go. All. See Eon. Having said that, they separated and began their patrol. Izuku, along with Eevee, Vaporeon, and Jolteon, were walking through the forest, all four on alert in case anything happened. Izuku, everything seems calm. Then they heard screams, and ran towards the screams where they noticed people running from some guys who were using fire quirks to burn the forest. Izuku, I see at least 7. I don't know if there will be more. Activates his communicator. Mandalay, some guys with fire quirks are burning the forest. Mandalay, I see the smoke, we're on our way. Izuku, I see some people with burns, he said, what do I do? Pixie Bob, I'm closer to the agency, I'll bring the first aid kit. Mandalay, Midoriya, you have Vaporeon, so try to put out the fire, he said, and Jolteon is fast, let it distract the guys with its speed. Izuku. Understood. Saw Jolteon, distract those guys while Eevee, Vaporeon and I put out the fire. Ready. They all nodded and sprang into action. One of the guys was pushed by Jolteon. Type 1 Ah. But what? He saw Jolteon, a dog. Cheapo 2, just kill him. He prepared to unleash a burst of flames. Jolteon managed to dodge the flame with a jump, then the guys saw it expel electricity. A lightning bolt struck Type 2 directly, knocking him out. Type 3, what the hell is this dog? He said angrily. Type 4, hey, look. His classmates saw Izuku, Eevee, and Vaporeon putting out the fire. Type 5. Die. He hurled a flaming spear at them. Izuku. Eevee. This jump and use of Shadow Ball against the spear. The guys were about to attack again, but then they saw Vaporeon jump and launch bubbles at them. Type 7, damned. He was going to attack them, but was subdued by Mandalay, who put him in a wrestling hold. Type 6. K. Then several mounds of earth trapped all the guys. Pixie Bob, we arrived on time, he said, touching the ground. Tiger and Ragdoll are checking on the injured. Izuku, okay guys, help with the fire. The Eevees nodded and began to help put out the fire. After the fire was extinguished and the injured were checked over, the villains were taken away by the police and everyone returned to the agency. Mandalay, they did a good job there, he saw Izuku and the Eevees. Izuku, thank you very much, smiled. Pixie Bob, you did a good job, kid, he patted him on the back. You deserve a reward, don't you want me? Elsewhere, Abara felt a chill. Izuku. No, thanks. Pixie Bob. I can wait another 3 years, he said with a cat-like grin. Mandalay. Anyway, you can go clean up, he saw them, we'll prepare the food. Izuku was leaving the bathroom when he noticed a black-haired boy with a red cap. Izuku, oh, hi, I didn't see you there. Could she be related to one of the Pussycats? Asterisk. Child, sad face, he saw him, great, another fool who wants to be a hero, he said, walking away. Izuku was confused, but then he saw Sylveon by his side. Sylveon. Sylveon. Izuku. Do you sense sadness and anger in him? He saw the child in the distance, A few days had passed since Izuku and the Eevees started their internships with the Pussycats. During that time they had carried out rescue missions, surveillance, and searches for people who were lost in the forest. They had also had a few days of training with Tiger and Pixie Bob. Now they were just 1 day away from the end of their internships, so they helped with the cleaning of the agency. Eevee, Jolteon, and Glaceon were cleaning the floor with cloths, while Sylveon, Espeon, and Umbreon were cleaning the windows. Glaceon, Flareon, and Vaporeon collected the trash and took it to the garbage cans, while Izuku cleaned the room they used in the kitchen. Sylveon finished cleaning the windows and went to put away the used cloth, but then she noticed the boy from before with a box. "Child. Tisk, why do you have so much stuff here?" he said, sounding annoyed. But he took a wrong step and tripped, but luckily for the Sylveon, he caught him next to the box with his ribbons. Child's sad face saw her, thanks. Sylveon. I smile and pick him up. Child, okay, goodbye, I take the box. But before he left, Sylveon took his arm with her ribbons. Child, hey, let me go, tries to break free. But Sylveon took the box from him and brought him closer to her. Then the boy was surprised to be hugged by Sylveon and for her to start stroking his head. Child, this feels very familiar. A few minutes later, Izuku arrived and saw them. Izuku, is everything alright? The child separated from Sylveon. Child, yes, everything's fine, she said, taking the box. Izuku, hey, I don't mean to pry or anything, but you seem sad and a little angry, aren't you? The boy looked at him. You could say Sylveon can sense someone's emotions, and I think he sensed yours. I think that's why he's trying to make you feel better. Child. My parents died, she said, surprising Izuku and Sylveon. They were heroes and they died because of a villain. Izuku, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. She looked at him. Who were your parents? Children. Waterhose, he said. Izuku, oh, I know them. Vaporeon is a fan of theirs, smiles. He learned a lot from them watching videos about their exploits. Child, Vaporeon, confused. Izuku. Yes, it's the little blue animal over there, she said, pointing at Vaporeon. And you already know Sylveon, she smiled and raised a paw. Izuku, oh, I don't think we've heard your name before. I'm Izuku Midoriya. He introduced himself. City, a present. Izuku, okay, Kota. So, are you sad about your parents or? City, that's none of your business. Izuku. Do you hate heroes? He saw him. City, heroes and villains killing each other, how ridiculous. Izuku, do you hate your parents? Kota saw it, they were heroes too. Do you hate them? City, no, Izuku, it's true that there might not be any heroes that good, but I'm sure your parents were. Kota thought for a moment. Izuku, well, I was just trying to make you feel better, he said. I'll only be here until tomorrow, so if you need to talk, we'll be in our room. Both withdrew. The next day, everyone was at the train station. Izuku, even though it was for a short time, thank you for taking care of us, he said. Mandalay, it was a pleasure. Tiger, keep up the good work. Ragdoll, we hope to see you again, smiles. Pixie Bob, I hope you'll set it aside for me, she said to Sylveon and Espeon, who released a drop of sweat. Izuku. Well, we'll say goodbye. He took something out of his pocket and gave it to Mandalay. This is my number, Kota might want to talk to Sylveon. Mandalay, I understand, I'll give it to him. So Izuku and the Eevees boarded the train. A few days later at UA. Hiroshima, why Sarohahaha. Seriously, Bakugo. Bakugo, stop laughing. Bakugo, hey, stop laughing. I'll kill you. Saroid, like to see you try it, well-groomed boy. Bakugo, what did you say? Both. He's back. They saw Bakugo's hair return to normal. Article, it seems everyone did well, he said, watching everyone talking about their internship experiences. Izuku. Yes, smiled, by the way, I heard you fought the hero killer. Article. Yes, you were right about Iida, but oh well. Luckily we're okay, smiled, and you guys became famous too. Izuku looked at her. Then she showed a video where he and the Eevees appeared stopping the villains who tried to set the forest on fire. Izuku, aw, I guess so, hee, embarrassed. Later, they were with All Might in one of the fake cities. Hello, I'm here, greet. Anyway, let's get started now. Alright, some basic hero training. Long time no see, guys and girls. How have you been? MBUT, this time it's basic hero training. Since they've just returned from their practice, we'll have some fun with a rescue race. Iida, if we're going to do rescue training, shouldn't we do it at USJ? I ask, raising my hand. That place is for disaster training. Remember what I said? That's right, I said. Training. A. Dense area filled with factories laid out like an intricate maze. You'll split into groups of 5 and train one group at a time. When I send a distress signal from somewhere inside, everyone will immediately start from the outskirts of the city. It's a race to see who can save me first. A. Of course, they will have to keep the damage to a minimum. Bakugo. A. Moke, first group, take your places. First group. Izuku and the Eevees, Ojiro, Iida, Shiro and Mina. Kaminari Iida hasn't fully recovered, has he? He should just watch. Sato. This group includes everyone in the class with good mobility. Yaoyorozu HMM, although Eevees are agile, Midoriya might be at a slight disadvantage. Jorao. That's true, although he can use attacks of different elements, I'm not sure that will help him. Hiroshima. Who do you think will win? I think Shiro. Kaminari, but Ojiro is there too. Article. Maybe Ashido, I've seen that she's very athletic. Bakugo. Deku will be the last one. Uraraka. Even if he's injured, I still think it will be Iida. Tsuyu. Hiro nodded. In the Gamma field. A. All right, here we go. Start. An alarm sounded. Shiro used his ribbon for swinging, Mina used her acid to slide, Ojiro jumped with his tail, and Iida was running. Hiroshima. Hey, look, he saw Shiro on the screen. In a place as tangled as this, it's common practice to go up high. Shoji, which means Shiro has the advantage, since he's good in the air, right? Shiro. Hey, isn't this place a little too perfect for me? But then he saw 10 trails pass in front of him. That's when he realized it was Izuku and the Eevees. Izuku. It's too perfect. For the training we did. Everyone looked at them with surprise. Mine, Midoriya, are they jumping? He said, watching Izuku and the Eevees jumping with great agility. After jumping around a bit more, Izuku and the Eevees arrived with all might. A. Finish. Thank you, and congratulations, he said to Izuku and the Eevees. Izuku and the Eevees were with A. I must admit you surprised me, I didn't think you'd master it so quickly, he said, but changing the subject, I have to tell you something important. A. Moan for all was derived from a certain quirk that existed in the past. Izuku saw it. Izuku. A quirk that existed in the past. A. Sad face nodded. The name of that quirk is, All for One. A quirk that could steal other people's quirks to make them its own, and that could give quirks to others. Izuku. All, everything for one person. A. This happened when the first superpowers appeared, before society had figured out how to deal with the changes. A. With the sudden emergence of quirks, what made someone normal crumbled. With that, laws lost their meaning, and the progress of civilization ground to a halt. They were literally in decline. Izuku. If superpowers hadn't appeared, then humans would be taking interstellar vacations now, someone important said in the past. A. Tut's right. During that chaotic period, there was someone who was the first to unite everyone. I'm sure you've heard of him. A. He stole people's quirks and, with his overwhelming power, extended his influence. He manipulated people in a calculated way, committing every evil act he desired. In the blink of an eye, he became the leader of the criminals and ruled all of Japan. Izuku. I often see rumors about that online, but isn't it just made up? It's not in textbooks or anything. A. They can't put secret deals in textbooks, can they? If people get powers, they'll look for places to use them. Izuku. How does this relate to One for All? A. I told you that All for One could give quirks to others, right? He made others trust or surrender to him by giving them quirks. But, apparently, there were many who couldn't bear the burden of the given quirk and became living dolls who couldn't speak. Just like the Nomus. Izuku. Oh. A. Meanwhile, there were also quirks that changed or merged once they were passed on. He had a younger brother who didn't have a quirk. His brother was small and sickly, but he had a strong sense of justice. A. It pained him to see his older brother's actions, so he continued to oppose him. He forced a quirk that could grant power to his younger brother. At this point, it's impossible to know if that was out of kindness or to force him into submission. Izuku couldn't tell me that. A. Tut's right, he thought he didn't have a quirk, but there was something inside him. Something that neither he nor those around him noticed. That was the origin of One for All. Izuku and the Eevees watched in surprise. It is ironic that justice comes from evil. Izuku, wait. I understand how this happened, but why are you bringing up a villain from so long ago? MHE can steal quirks, you know. Anything goes. A quirk to stop aging. He probably stole something like that. The symbol of evil was practically immortal. Given the vast difference in their combat abilities and the state of society at the time, the defeated younger brother decided to entrust his quirk to future generations. I believed that even if I couldn't win back then, if I cultivated power slowly, then one day I would be strong enough to stop my older brother. And then, when it was my turn, I would finally be able to defeat him. At least, that's what I thought, but he survived and has started to move again as the mastermind behind the League of Villains. He went to the window and watched the sunset. Moan for all is the inherited power to defeat all for one, so to speak. You may one day have to fight against that great evil. This is hard for you, but Izuku will do our best. Saw them. Eevees. Eevee Eon. Izuku will do anything you ask, no matter what it is. As long as you're with us, we can do anything. That's how we feel. The Eevees nodded. All Might saw them and then covered his face. You have to tell them, All Might, you must. Isn't that right, young Midoriya? Eevees. Thank you. Now All Might watched them leave. That's not the case, young Midoriya. Probably by that time, I won't be able to be by your side. We encountered Class A, who had already finished their first few hours of class. Aizawa very well, that's all. There's 1 week left until the exams, he said. Everyone's studying, right? I'm sure you already know this, but in addition to the written exam, there will be a practical one. Remember to train your body and mind. That's all. He left. Mina and Kaminari don't study at all, said those in positions 19 and 20. Kaminari with the sports festival and internships, I couldn't study. Tokiyami, it is true that there were many events, 14th position. Sato. In the semester exams we had just started and didn't see much, so we didn't have any problems, but with so many events and all, the ending will be different. He was the 12th and Kota the 11th. Article I will pray that you two pass your exams. 9. Midoriya Ashido, Kaminari. Let's do our best. We'll go to training camp together, right? He said with a smile. It was the second. Iida, yes, as delegate, I expect everyone to act well. 3. Todoroki, it's difficult to fail if they pay attention in class. 5. Kaminari. Yaoyorozu. Maybe I can help you with the classes, she said with a smile. It's first. Mina and Kaminari. Yao Momo. Yaoyorozu, but I can't help with the practical stuff, she said sadly, to pick up Eevee and hug it. Eevee. Voy, he stroked her forehead. Juro, I don't know about them, but can I join? 7. I'm having trouble with equations. Momo saw it. 0. I'm sorry, me too. Can you help me with classical language? 17. Ojiro. Me too. 8. There is a lot I don't understand. The 3. Please, they asked Momo. Yaoyorozu, guys, of course. He stood up with Eevee on his head. The 3. Yes, Yaoyorozu. Then let's have a study session at my place. Mine, really? I want to see your house. Yaoyorozu, in that case, I must tell my mother to prepare the Great Hall. That surprised some of them. What kind of tea do you prefer? In my family, we drink Harrods or Wedgwood, so if you prefer something, let me know. She left the 5 speechless. Of course, you can entrust me with your studies. I'll help you, Kirishima. What a difference of virtue. 15. Bakugo, I can do it too. Do you want me to show you? 4. Kirishima. Yes, thanks. Aoyama, everyone is scared, although it won't do them any good to exert themselves so late. Shoji, shouldn't you try a little harder? He's the 10th and Aoyama is the 18th. Aoyama. What are you taking about? In the cafeteria. Izuku. The practical exam, huh? It's scary not knowing what it will be like. Iida, I don't think it's anything strange. Izuku, the writing will come from what we study, so I'll be fine, but Uraraka. Will you be okay? She said, surprised. It's the 13th. Izuku, but what will we do in the practical session? Hagakure. It will include everything we saw in the first semester. 16. Suyu. That's all Professor Aizawa will say. 6. Uraraka. Everything we saw. That is, combat training, rescue training, and basic training. Izuku. Besides studying, we must be in good physical condition. Ouch. Someone hit him on the head. Monoma. Sorry, your head is so big I accidentally hit it. The Eevees looked at him seriously. Ah. Izuku. You're from Class B. Monoma. How are you? Monoma. I saw about you and your The Eevees saw it, your classmates on the news, and I also heard they found the hero killer. Just like at the festival, Class A always gets attention, huh? Monoma. But that's not because people expect much from you. It's because you only attract trouble, isn't it? He saw them. Ah, how scary. One day, the rest of us could end up caught up in your problems and become victims of it, like a curse from the god of pestilence. Ah, how Kendo. Monoma, it's not funny. Don't you know what happened to Iida? Kendo. Sorry, Class A. This guy's heart is something else. Izuku. His heart. He saw Monoma knocked out. Kendo. They were talking earlier about not knowing what the practical exam would be like, right? It seems it'll be combat against robots, like the entrance exam. Izuku. Really? How do you know? He saw her. Kendo. An acquaintance from another year told me. Although it's kind of a trap. Izuku. No, it isn't. Of course, gathering information is probably part of the exam. I see, I should have asked someone. Why didn't I notice? He muttered, then got hit by Espion's tail. Ow. Kendo. It seems he already knows what it's like. He saw Espion. Monoma. What an idiot, Kendo. We had the advantage in intelligence. It was our chance to beat that nasty Class A. He received another blow. Kendo. They're not unpleasant, he said, taking it away. Izuku. She's like the older sister of Class B. Glaceon. Glaceon. Vo. Izuku. Izuku. What do you mean by saying you like her? He looked at her with a drop of sweat on his brow. Later in the hall, Mina and Kaminari. Yes. Kaminari. It will be easy without robots. Mine. Yes. Shoji. They have trouble controlling their quirks against people. Kaminari. Yes. But if they're robots, it'll be easy. Mine. I can melt them without any problem. Zero. We just need Yaoyorozu to help us study and we'll pass. Mina and Kaminari will be able to go to training camp. One day, you will have to face that great evil. That's what Izuku was thinking. Izuku. I have to improve for when that time comes. He clenched his fist. Bakugo. We just have to defeat them, whether they're people or robots. Don't say it'll be easy, idiots. Kaminari. Who are you calling an idiot? Bakugo. Shut up. If you need to control your quirks, do it, idiots. With that, he left. So, in the following days, everyone started studying. Some went with Yaoyorozu. Izuku was studying and using a weight while the Eevees were doing push-ups. Hiroshima studied with Bakugo and would get hit with a magazine if he made a mistake. And finally, the written exam arrived. Aizawa, time's up, he said. The last person in line, pick up the exams and bring them here. Mine. Thank you, Yaomomo. Kaminari. At least I answered everything. With the written exams ending, the day of the practical exam has arrived. The entire Class A was in the area to take the practical exam. But what surprised everyone the most was seeing the teachers there. Aizawa. The practical exam will now begin. Announcement. It is possible to fail this exam. If you want to go to camp, don't make any mistakes. Juro. There are many teachers. Aizawa. I hope they gathered information ahead of time and can imagine what we're going to do. Kaminari. Will be fighting robots, right? Mine. Rockets. Hurry. Test of courage. Nezu. No, he came out of Aizawa's bandages. For several reasons, the exam will be different this time. The principal, Mina and Kaminari were speechless. Yaoyorozu. Different. Nezu. From now on, we will focus on combat and hero work, he said, getting down from Aizawa and stress more like a real fight. Nezu. So, they'll form teams of 2 and fight against a teacher. Everyone was surprised. Uraraka against the teachers. Aizawa. Furthermore, the pairings and opponents have already been decided. I chose them based on several factors, including fighting style, ratings, and relationships, so here they are. Aizawa. First, Todoroki and Yaoyorozu will team up against me, he said, and Midoriya and the Eevees are already a team, and their opponent will be. Then someone fell from the sky in front of them and stood up. Izuku and the Eevees All Might Eon. Surprised. Prove you're a good team if you want to beat me. Nezu, we will announce the teams and matches all at once. Bakugo, Kirishima and Sato vs. Smintos. Tsuyu y Tokiyami vs Ectoplasm. Iida y Ojiro vs Power Loader. Yaoyorozu and Todoroki vs Aizawa. Uraraka y Aoyama vs Trace. Mina y Kaminari vs Nezu. Jiro and Kota vs Present Mike. Shoji y Hagakure vs Snipe. Abara y Zero vs Midninth. Izuku y Los Eevees vs All Might. Nezu, the time limit is 30 minutes. Your objective is to put these handcuffs on the teacher. I show you some handcuffs, or allow someone to escape the area. Kaminari, capture the professor or escape. It's like combat training. Mine, can we really escape? Nezu. Yes. Small p, but it will be different from training. This time they'll be up against someone much stronger. Jiro. Stronger. I can't imagine. He saw it. Small p, idiot. Shut your mouth, do you hear me? Past this time, your exam will be like a real battle. Think of us as villains. Snipe, assuming they find someone. If they think that person can handle it, that's fine. But, Aizawa if the skills are very different, it's best to run away and ask for help. We're testing their decision making. With those rules, they must think that the only best option is to run away, right? That's why we asked the support staff to do this for us. Will carry half our weight, which is an advantage. It might be old-fashioned, but it complicates movement and uses up energy. One was put on and it activated. How heavy? Oh, the design was chosen through a competition, and we used the one by the young Hatsume. Izuku Hatsume. She remembered her. Bakugo, why would we even consider confronting them? They underestimate us. Ha ha ha, are you sure? He said seriously with one of his eyes sparkling. Aizawa, okay. Each team will take the exam on the prepared stage. Bakugo, Kirishima, and Sato, get ready. The three. Yes. Aizawa, those waiting their turn can observe or strategize as a team. It's up to them, that's all. He went to the observation room with the others. The minutes ticked by as the fights continued. Some managed to pass while others did not. Now, after a long wait, the battle between Izuku and the Eevees against All Might has arrived. Article, do you think they'll succeed? Tsuyu, they didn't mention any kind of rule like Midoriya having to be the only one to go through the exit. Hero. Uraraka, that's right. They don't know if they should go out together or just Midoriya. Meanwhile, in the city where the confrontation would take place, Izuku and the Eevees were already entering the field. Izuku. Well, I must admit I'm nervous, he said. Meanwhile, with All Might. Moke, here I go. He drew back his arm and threw a punch in the air. The shockwave sent Izuku and the Eevees flying. After it calmed down a bit, the 10 heard footsteps approaching them. What does it matter if the city is damaged? Izuku, what is this, intimidation? He thought, surprised. All Might stepped on the ground, creating a gust of air. If they consider it an exam, they will regret it. Come with all your might. Lunged towards them, then grabbed Flareon by the face, who began to expel fire from his body in an attempt to break free. If you grab someone's face, you reflexively try to pull your hand away, I thought, enduring the fire. Then he slammed Flareon into the ground, then at great speed he got behind Izuku and the Eevees. Mew didn't escape either, young Midoriya. Izuku activated OFA and walked away with the Eevees. Sylveon grabbed Flareon with her ribbons and took her away. This is for those who want to escape. With his legs, he pushed a kind of metal fence towards Izuku, trapping him against the ground. Izuku. Jolteon. Wow, he lunged at All Might. All Might managed to catch him and then used Jolteon to hit Espeon and Umbreon who had charged at him. Then All Might was struck by an ice beam that froze his feet to the ground. Izuku managed to break free. Sylveon grabbed Jolteon, Espeon, and Umbreon, and they all fled. Lower your guard. I take my feet out of the ice and then check the weights, this is heavy. In an alley, everyone was catching their breath. Izuku, I don't think we stand a chance against him, the best thing would be to run. Wait. They never said we all had to cross together or just me, saw the Eevees, darn, it's more complicated than I thought. Then he felt something grab his arm and saw the Sylveon ribbons. Izuku, that's right, it would be better to cross them all. So, I know. All Might was running around looking for Izuku and the Eevees. Here could they be? The way they hid, does that mean they're heading for the door? Then Flareon and Vaporeon appeared behind him. Both. Vaporeon. From behind, huh? He thought as he turned around. Vaporeon and Flareon used Hydro Pump and Flamethrower. All Might shielded himself to receive the impact, but then he noticed that both attacks collided with each other, creating a large cloud of steam around him. Steam. Then I notice 8 silhouettes behind him, I see. Izuku, I'm sorry, All Might. The 8 fired shadow balls at All Might, then the 10 took the opportunity to flee. They caught me. It was a middle ground between distraction, fighting, and fleeing. It's a good improvised plan. He looked at the buildings. They also limited the damage by targeting areas I'd already destroyed. I taught them that in the first combat training. He coughed a little. I see. Those 10 are very clever. They really are a good team. Sad face, she coughed a little and bled a bit then. Izuku and the Eevees kept running until they noticed the exit. Izuku. Almost there. We're almost at the escape door. I'm afraid they won't be able to escape, he said, appearing beside her. Leafeon tried to attack but was hit by All Might, who then struck Sylveon's ribbons that were aimed at him. Izuku that was fast. Because of these weights, this isn't even my top speed, ha. And now, die, heroes. She need Glaceon, sending her flying and crashing into a building. Izuku. Glaceon. He was going to go for her, but All Might grabbed his arm and then used him to hit the other Eevees, creating a large crater in the ground. Everyone in the observation room watched that with fear and concern. Wonderful, guys, he said, lifting Izuku by the arm, you cooperate very well to face me, it's clear you've grown up together. He stepped on Eevee so she couldn't get up, but that. I'm afraid it's not enough. Izuku, damn it, tries to break free. MWHAT kind of face is that, young Midoriya. He looked at him and then threw him, escape from me with your full power and run to the escape door. That seems to be your answer, but now that I've immobilized the Eevees, they've lost their full power. It's over. Eevee Flareon. Eevee Flaw. Both released fire from their bodies creating a fire tornado, then Umbreon and Espeon used Psychic to prevent All Might from moving, then Glaceon left the building and went to Sylveon, helped her get up and go to Izuku. Sylveon. I take Izuku's arms with their ribbons. Izuku, will you make me fly? He saw her. Sylveon began to spin on its axis and then launched Izuku towards the exit. Izuku, seriously, but now that All Might is contained, it's my chance. New Hamfire Smash. He punched backward, causing him to be launched forward and crash into Izuku. The Eevees recovered and went towards them. Don't be naive, heroes. Izuku crashed into a bus. The Eevees launched themselves at All Might, unleashing several attacks. Eevees. Eon. Izuku, I have to. My back hurts. She stood up with difficulty. I'll move forward even if it hurts. If I go to the door, All Might will try to block me. All Might tried to go towards Izuku, but the Eevees stopped him, so All Might hit them at great speed, leaving them on the ground almost knocked out. MGO to sleep. I'm sorry, as a teacher, it's traumatic to see you destroying your own bodies. Time to end this. He lunged at Izuku, but to his surprise, Eevee appeared at great speed in front of him. All landed a direct hit on Eevee, but was surprised to see that it didn't move. Eevee. I couldn't stand it like this before. I noticed something about Eevee. What is that red energy, and didn't it grow a little? Then Eevee stopped holding on. All Might was about to prepare another blow until he noticed Izuku in front of him. Izuku, please move, All Might. He punched All Might hard in the face, making him stumble back, then grabbed his companions with the help of Sylveon's ribbons and ran towards the exit. MNO. He knelt down and coughed. Izuku there barely conscious. Sorry guys, she thought as she ran and looked at the Eevees. Damn. He could have come through the door. He coughed up some blood. He hit me with all his might. He saw them. No doubt about it, there are no walls that can stop them. Izuku and the Eevees passed the exit. The Eevee squad team passed. Everyone in the observation room was happy. All the practical exam matches for Class 1A have ended. In the infirmary, R.G. Kiss uses his quirk on Izuku. Izuku. G. Gracias, recovery girl. R. Gall Might, can't you control yourself? If you'd hit him harder, they would have suffered permanent damage, hits him with his staff. Especially Midoriya's back, and it seems Glaceon, Eevee, and Umbreon were affected more by your blows than the others. I could barely heal them. They need to rest properly. Izuku yes, we will do it that way, he said. They've gotten so strong I almost don't recognize them. He saw them, yes, the 10 of them can get much stronger. Mine guys, I hope to hear your stories from camp, she said with tears in her eyes. Izuku it's not certain yet, there could be a last-minute surprise. Zero wait, Midoriya, if you say it out loud you'll definitely ruin it. Kaminari if we fail the exams, we'll miss camp. And since we didn't pass the practical exam, if you still don't understand, you're dumber than monkeys. He said, winking at Izuku. Izuku. Zero calm down, that's a long story. I don't know either. My team passed because of Shiozaki, but I slept the whole time, he said. Anyway, we don't know how they grade. Kaminari if you feel bad for us, bring us something. Aizawa's sad face opened the door when the bell rings, sit down. Everyone was already seated, good morning, unfortunately, some of you failed the final exam. As for the camping trip in the woods, everyone will be going. Failed a last-minute surprise. Hiroshima can we go too? Mine. Oh really? Aizawa yes. Nobody failed the written exam. In the practical exam, only Kirishima, Kaminari, Ashido, Sato, and Zero failed. Kirishima. Sato y Zero I knew it. Hiroshima just because the team passed doesn't mean we'd get a good grade. Aizawa our side made sure to leave a way for the students to earn while we watched them take care of it. Otherwise, many would have gotten stuck before they even started. Ojiroso, when he said they wouldn't crush Aizawa it was meant to scare them. The camp is for building strength. Those who failed will need it even more. Failed irrational falsehood. Iida. They deceived me again. Typical UA. He stood up, but since we were deceived twice, our faith in you will fall. Urarukeo are very serious, Iida. Aizawa yes, I'll consider it. But I didn't lie about everything. Failure is failure, he said seriously. We prepared extra lessons for you. Those who failed were left blank. Aizawa it will be harder than classes at school. After classes. Ojiro well, anyway, we can all go together. Iida a week of training, huh? Izuku will have to carry a lot of things. Eevee climbed onto his shoulder. Kaminari I don't have a swimsuit, I'll have to buy a lot. Hagakure since we have a day off tomorrow and our exams are over, why don't we go shopping together? Kaminari good idea, it will be the first time we go together. Kirishima hey, Bakugo, come here too. Bakugo. As if it were doing something so annoying. Izuku do you want to go, Todoroki? Todoroki I see my mother during my break. The next day, at the shopping center, mine and here we are. With the most shops ever, it's the new, coolest, and most advanced Kiyoshi shopping center. She said excitedly. Izuku they not only cover all body types, but they also have designs for young people and adults, murmur. Sylveon. I cover her mouth with her ribbons. Article. Are they planning to buy something too? She saw the Eevees with backpacks on their backs and some wearing caps. Izuku oh, yes. I smile. Chico oh, aren't they from UA? Chico 2 first. Chico 3 I saw them on television. Guys the sports festival, yes. Uraraka there are still people who remember him. Jiro by the way, I'll need a backpack. Yaoyorozu, why don't we go together? Sylveon. Sil went with them. Yaoyorozu, oh, you too. She saw Izuku nod, okay, let's go. Kaminari, I don't have running shoes, I'll need some. Hagakure. Me too. Iida, the guide said they should be worn out. But of course, maybe I should choose based on their usefulness. Hiroshima, everyone is looking for different things, shall we decide on a time to meet? Mine. Okay, Hiroshima. Then, let's meet at 3. All. Okay, everyone separated except for Obara, Leafeon, and Izuku. Izuku, they are all very fast. Article. Yes. Izuku, what about you, Shiozaki? I want bigger weights. Article, since my hair is made of vines, I was thinking of looking for a special shampoo for it. Izuku. I see, well, Leafeon heard about a shop, how about you go with him? Love. Leaf smiled. Article. Really? Well, let's go. He followed Leafeon. See you later. They both left. Izuku, okay, let's find that pay. Awesome. Someone from UA. Give me your autograph, puts his arm around her shoulder, you're the winner along with those 9 Eevees, right? Izuku. Why yes, you. A. Is amazing, so many people saw us and remember us. Asterisk. Question mark question mark question mark. I can't believe it, who would have thought I'd see you again in a place like this? Izuku heard him, I feel like there must be a reason. Izuku looked at him, something like destiny. The guy put his hand on Izuku's neck without touching him with his 5 fingers. Question mark question mark question mark. But hey, from your perspective, we haven't seen each other since the UA attack, right? Izuku. Question mark question mark question mark colon. Izuku. Asterisk Tamura Shigaraki. Tamura, act natural, like you're talking to a friend. Don't make a sound. Calm down and breathe easy, I want to talk to you. That's all. Tamura, if you even think about doing anything, it'll be easy. He moved his finger. As soon as my 5 fingers touch your neck, you'll crumble from your throat down. I also wonder if your dogs will die if you do it. He said you'll turn to dust in less than a minute. Izuku, if you do it among so many people, a hero will come and catch you. Tamura, of course. But look at them, I point to the people around. Anyone could use their quirk at any time. How can they all just stand there and smile like that? The laws and rules assume people have morals. They're convinced no one would do something like that. Tamura, before they caught me, I could take out 20, no, 30 people. Izuku, what do you want to talk about? Tomura, that's great. Since it doesn't usually happen, why don't we sit down? Obara finished shopping and now they were leaving the store together with Leafeon. Article, okay, I have everything. Are you planning to buy anything else? He saw Leafeon. Love. This. But then Obara noticed how her ears perked up and she turned to the side. Article, what's wrong? But Leafeon ran away. Hey. He followed him. Tamura, anyway, I hate everything, but what bothers me the most is the hero killer. Izuku, wasn't it yours? Tamura, I didn't accept it, but that's how I ended up in the news. That's the problem. Almost everyone admires the hero killer. The attack on UA and the Nomu I released on Hosu overshadowed everything. Tamura, nobody looks at me. Why? No matter how much I bragged, in the end, I just destroyed what I didn't like, right? He approached him. What's the difference between him and me, Midoriya? Izuku, what's the difference? I don't understand or accept what you are. I don't agree with the hero killer, recalling the video, but I understand him. Because for the hero killer and for me, it all started with All Might. Izuku, from what it seemed, at least, he wasn't destroying things because he wanted to. He didn't abandon them in vain like you did. Although what he did was wrong, I think he was trying to live for his ideals. But he saw Tamura's gaze and became frightened. Tamura, I feel a weight lifted. I feel like I finally understand why the hero killer bothers me and why you irritate me. I feel like I get it. Izuku. Tamura, yes, that's it, after all, that's what it's about. Why was I so worried? They can smile for no reason because All Might smiles for no reason. He squeezed Izuku's neck because that trash always smiles like he wants to save everyone. I'm glad we talked. That's good, thanks, Midoriya. I don't have to do anything different. Izuku took his hand. Don't resist. Do you want to die? Tamura, do you think it's okay for people to die? It's ironic, hero killer. I'm your opposite, but you let me live, and now your ideals and convictions help me move forward. Asterisk. Article. Midoriya. He looked at him with tears in his eyes and a pained expression. A friend. No. He saw Tamura's face. Love leaf. It growled and prepared to attack. Article. Let it go. Her vines rose unconsciously. Izuku's sad face. I noticed Tamura move his other hand. It's nothing. I'm fine. Don't come any closer. Tamura's sad face. She let go. Were you with a friend? I'm sorry. I'm leaving now. If you follow me, I'll get angry. She said the last part quietly as she stood up and walked away. Abara and Leafeon went to Izuku, who coughed a little. Article. Midoriya. I'll help him. Izuku. Espera. Tamura Shigaraki. Article. Are you coming? Izuku. What is all for one looking for? He saw it. Tamura. I don't know, but you should be careful. The next time we meet, that's when I decide to kill you. With that, he disappeared into the crowd. After Abara reported the incident, the mall temporarily closed. Heroes and police conducted an emergency investigation, but did not find Tamura. That same day, Izuku and the Eevees were taken to the police station, and he told Detective Tsukauchi about Tamura's appearance and their conversation. Naomasa, from what I hear, it seems they don't have a clear leader. But that hasn't changed when it comes to talking about defeating All Might. Well, thanks, Midoriya. Izuku, you're welcome. I wish I had stopped him. Naomasa, don't worry. You did the right thing by stopping for your life and the lives of others. Most people would have been scared and panicked. It's thanks to your calm that there were no casualties. They both left the station. My young Midoriya, boy. Tsukauchi. I arrive with them. Izuku, All Might. What are you doing here? Naomasa, I wanted to speak with him personally. I'm glad you're okay. I'm sorry I couldn't help you. She looked at Izuku. Eevees. Can't. They floated in Izuku. Izuku, okay, I pet them. All Might. MWHAT. Izuku, are there times when you can't save someone? He saw it. Many. Right now someone could be getting hurt or fainting. It's frustrating, but I'm human. I can't save those I can't reach. All the more reason to get up and smile, he said. So that the symbol of peace may be lit in the hearts of people, heroes and villains alike. Naomasa, sad face. I smile. He's worried about what Shigaraki said. It must be unjustified resentment. He never failed to save anyone when he arrived on the scene. I hear footsteps. Come on, it's getting late. They've come for you. Izuku glanced to the side at his mother. Izuku. Guys. Izuku. Mother. Izuku. He went to them. Izuku, I can't take this anymore. Izuku, I'm sorry, we're okay. Don't cry. The Eevees floated up to her to calm her down. The heroes and police took care of us. Naomasa, Sansa, make sure they get home. She saw the cat officer. Sansa. Yes, he agreed. The family was taken home by Sansa. Naomasa, this time it seems like it was just a coincidence, but it's possible that he or another student could be attacked. Of course, we'll be on alert, but the school should take action. The brighter the light, the greater the darkness. You should consider leaving UA. He saw I was only teaching for 3 months. Naomasa, haha. That's why I told you you weren't cut out for this. Let's capture All for One properly. This time, I'm counting on you again, Tsukauchi. In a building, 2 men could be seen. ? He seems very happy, Master. Is it because the League of Villains is growing? ? Haha. No, Doctor. It's because Tamura Shigaraki now has conviction. The League of Villains needs people who approve of his convictions. I'll make sure he decides everything. Of course, if he asks for help, I'll save him. Fire also, we might find some new toys. The Eevees were displayed on a screen. Aizawa. UA has finished its first semester and summer vacation has begun. However, for those aspiring to become heroes, there will be no days off. At this summer training camp, we'll aim for greater heights. Plus Ultra, All, and Monomial. What, There are people in Class A taking extra classes. Does that mean some of them failed their final exams? What? Isn't that strange? Isn't that strange? Even though they're supposedly better than Class B. How is that possible? Kendo knocked him out. Kendo. I'm sorry. He took Monoma with him. Next. Monoma is terrifying. Izuku. Oh, it's Class B. Tokage. We met during the sports festival, but I'm delighted to meet you all, Class A. Kidneys. Yes, he nodded. Kendo. Let's get on the bus. Iida. The Class A bus is here. Please form a line in seat order. Everyone boarded the bus, which then began its journey. Aizawa. Guys, the bus will stop about once an hour. After that, Kaminari. Let's put on some music. Aizawa just watched as everyone started making a scene. Aizawa. Oh, well. This is the only time they'll be able to play. After a few hours, the bus stopped and everyone got off to stretch their legs. Kaminari. Finally we have a break, right? Kirishima. Juro. Huh, where's Class B? Aizawa. There's no point in stopping for no reason. Then a car arrived and a voice called out to Aizawa. Hello Eraser. Aizawa. It's been a while since we last saw each other. Keep a close eye on these brilliant looks. Question mark question mark question mark. 2. Sharply cute and feline. Both. Wild, wild. Pussycats. Aizawa. They are professional heroines who will be working with us during camp, the Pussycats. Article. Oh, they're the ones who did the internships, right? He saw Izuku. Izuku. That's right, smiled. Then the Eevees went with the women. Mandalay. It's so nice to see you all again, I pet Espion. Sylveon. Sil, I pet Kota. City. D, stop doing that. Pixie Bob. Tell me, has he found a girlfriend yet? He asked the Eevees, who just smiled with a drop of sweat on their faces. Aikala. Everyone, say hello. All. Nice to meet you. Mandalay. All this land belongs to us. You will stay at the foot of that mountain, I point. All. So far. Uraraka. Huh, so why did we stop here? Suyu. Could that mean? Sato. By no means. Siro. Ha ha. Why don't we go back to the bus, huh? Quickly. Kaminari. Yes, let's do it. Mandalay. It's 9:30 a.m. right now. If they hurry, maybe by noon. Izuku. I already figured as much. The Eevees and he got ready. Kirishima. No way, guys. Mine. Let's go back. Kirishima. Let's get back to the bus. Hurry up. Everyone ran to the bus. Mandalay. Kittens who don't arrive by 12:30 won't get lunch. Aizawa. Sorry, guys. Training camp has already started. Pixie Bob appeared in front of the students and activated his quirk. They all fell down. Mandalay. Hey, since this is private land, you can use your quirks however you like. You have 3 hours. Get to the facility on your own 2 feet. After crossing the Beast Forest. Izuku. The Forest of Beasts. Kaminari. That name sounds like something out of Dragon Quest. Juro. UA always does this kind of thing. Kirishima. Complaining is useless, we just have to go. But then they saw Eevee raise its ears and move a little closer to the forest. Izuku. Eevee. He saw it. Then a creature of earth appeared. Siro and Kaminari. It's a beast. Kidney. Calm down, gentle beast. Stay back, he said, seeing how it was about to attack Eevee. But Izuku activated OFA and at great speed grabbed Eevee, avoiding the beast's attack. Izuku. Kota's quirk, which is supposed to subdue animals, didn't work. But I notice a piece of dirt fall from the beast's face, a clod of dirt. I see. Pixie Bob's quirk. Asterisk. Mandalay. It's a crazy program, Eraser. Aizawa. Well, we plan for them to get earlier what they would normally get at the beginning of their second year, so it'll be crazy either way. Aikala. Allow them to use their quirks in emergency situations. A provisional license that allows them to work as heroes. With villains so active right now, they also need to learn how to defend themselves. Pixie Bob saw a signal in his viewfinder. Izuku. Asterisk 1 for all, full cowling. Asterisk. Todoroki and Glaceon sent their ice, trapping the beast's legs. Iida. Recipro burst. I destroy one of the beast's arms. Bakugo. Die. I destroy the other arm with an explosion. Izuku. Fire punch. I strike the beast's face, destroying it. Aizawa. Well, I'm still counting on you, Pixie Bob. He saw the smoke in the forest. Pixie Bob. Leave it to me. My fur is standing on end. Sato. They defeated the beast in an instant. Zero. They did it. Kirishima. You're amazing, Bakugo. Bakugo. Not yet. They all listened to more beasts. Kaminari. Hey, come on, how many are there? Mine. What should we do? Run away. Sato. This is not a game. If we don't get to the facility before noon, we won't make it. Yaoyorozu. So we have no choice but to overcome this and take the shortest route. Iida. Very good, let's go, Class A. Everything's. Yes, Shoji. There are 3 more ahead. 2 on each side. I create some eyes. Juro. 7 in total. He's coming this way, he said, using his jack on the ground. Zero. Alright, here I go. He lunged at a dragon-like beast. Valia. Me too. They both used their quirks to tie the dragon's wings and make it fall to the ground. Sato, Kirishima, Umbreon and Vaporeon delivered the final blow to the Earth Dragon. Tokiyami. Dark Shadow. D-Shadow. Understood. He and Ojiro struck a beast, causing it to lose its balance. Ojiro. Now, boy. Aoyama. The final blow, right. Sylveon used lunar power and Aoyama attacked with his laser. Abara captures another beast with her vines. Kaminari. Get out of the way, Shiozaki. He said, climbing up the beast's body alongside Jolteon. Kaminari. 1.3 million volts. Both unleashed their electricity, destroying the beast. When Kaminari was stunned, Jolteon pulled him away from danger. Kidney. Birds of the forest. Drive the evil beasts from this place. The birds surrounded another beast. Mine. Take that. I used my acid on one of the beast's legs. Espeon also attacked the other leg. The beast fell to the ground. Hagakure. Oh no, it's going to catch me, she said, running from a tentacled land beast. Yaoyorozu. Hagakure, good job as bait. Mina stepped under the beast that was chasing Hagakure and used her acid on one of its legs. Mine. Now, Flareon and Leafeon struck the beast's back, causing it to fall. Yaoyorozu. Everyone, please cover yourselves. I fire a cannon at the faces of the beasts, finishing them off. Uraraka. Now, Tsuyu. She uses her quirk on one of the beasts. Tsuyu. Wow, he wrapped the beast with his tongue and flung it upwards. Uraraka. Release. He deactivated his quirk and the beast fell. Shoji. More have appeared. They all kept fighting. Pixie Bob. Is this how they want to play? Mandalay. Kota. Let's go. City. Yes. He saw Izuku and the Eevees in the distance. Later. 5:30 p.m. Pixie Bob. Oh, they're finally here, Neon. Mandalay. That took quite a while. They saw Class A arrive exhausted, with some scratches and covered in dust. Sato. What did you mean by 3 hours? Mandalay. That's how long it would have taken us, sorry. Sato. Are you trying to brag about how good they are? That's cruel. Kirishima. I'm starving. I'm going to die. Article sad face. She collapsed onto Izuku's shoulder, exhausted. Excuse me. Izuku. Don't worry, but he fell to the ground just like the Eevees. Pixie Bob. Jajajas. Pixie Bob. But honestly, I thought it would take them longer. It didn't take them nearly as long to defeat my earth beasts as I expected. You guys are great, especially, you 4. He points to Iida, Izuku, Todoroki, and Bakugo. Were you able to act without hesitation because of your experience? He licks his lips. Pixie Bob. I can't wait to see where they'll be in 3 years. I want them. He lunged towards them, although upon seeing Izuku and Abara on the ground he felt some jealousy. Aizawa. Mandalay, was she always like this? Mandalay. She's a little desperate, she's at that age now, you know. After that everyone had dinner and took a bath to prepare for training tomorrow. 5:30 am. The entire Class A was outside the building, looking somewhat drowsy. Aizawa. Good morning, everyone. Today, we'll begin our strength training camp. The goal of this training is to increase everyone's strength so you can obtain your provisional licenses. Aizawa. To prepare them to face the increasingly real hostilities. Proceed with caution. So, Midoriya, try to throw this. I throw him a ball and Izuku catches it. Izuku. This is from the aptitude test. Aizawa. Your previous record, right after you started at school, was 780 meters. Let's see how much you've improved. Izuku stepped back and got into position. Mine. Oh, are we checking our progress? Zero. A lot has happened these last 3 months, hasn't it? Maybe I can throw her a kilometer or more now. Izuku. So, here I go. I activate the OFA and create a shadow ball to then throw the ball. Aizawa. 770.6 meters. Kirishima. Huh, it's less than I thought. Aizawa. It's been about 3 months since you started high school. Through various experiences, you've all definitely improved. But those improvements have been primarily in your technical and mental skills, with some increases in stamina. As you can see, your quirks haven't improved that much. Aizawa. That's why we'll be working to improve your quirks starting today. I smile. It'll be so hard you'll want to die, but don't actually try to die. Class B is already in their sports uniforms and looking somewhat sleepy. Kendo. Develop our quirks. I ask, holding Kanoko, who was falling asleep. Vlad. Class A is already doing it. Come on, hurry up. Walking. Last semester, Class A got all the attention, so next semester, it'll be Class B's turn. Got it. It won't be Class A, it'll be Class B. Tetsu. Sensei. We're sorry to be a disappointment. Setsuna. Even if it says we're going to develop our quirks out of thin air, all 20 of us have different quirks, so how are we supposed to know what we're developing and how? Vlad. When muscle fibers are overused, they break down and become stronger and thicker. The same thing happens with quirks. If you keep using them, they get stronger, and if you don't use them, they atrophy. In other words, there's only one thing to do. They reached a zone. Push your limits. Then everyone was surprised to see the class A training session. Bakugo put his hands in hot water and made explosions over and over again. Todoroki was in a bathtub and used his quirk to freeze or heat the water to withstand the temperature change. Glaceon was also in a bathtub, which was filled with hot water to help improve her heat resistance. Inside the building, Flareon was in the freezer. He was there to control his body temperature and his flames. Zero kept throwing tape non-stop to improve the range, strength, and speed of his tape. Hiroshima was hit by Ojiro. This helped both of them to increase their resistance and strength. Kaminari and Jolteon were using their electricity to charge several batteries. Kota shouted to increase the range of his voice. Aoyama fired his laser several times to get his body used to it. Tokiyami was in a dark cave to learn how to control dark shadow. Uraraka was inside a giant bubble as she floated to improve her resistance to motion sickness. Iida ran non-stop to increase the endurance and strength of his legs. Tsuyu climbed a hill with her tongue extended, to improve her body muscles and her long tongue. Sato trained with weights and ate the sweets he needed to activate his quirk. Next to him was Yaoyorozu, who ate and created things non-stop to amplify her creations and shorten the amount of time needed to create them. Jiro and Sylveon were hammering at a large rock to improve the strength and durability of their jacks and ribbons. Beside them, Mina was constantly creating acid to increase the resistance of her skin. Hagakure and Shoji strengthen each other's quirks, causing Shoji to quickly create more limbs and arms to search for Hagakure. Vaporeon launched several of its water attacks against rocks. Abara created as many vines as she could to then try to catch Leafeon, who used his attacks to cut Abara's vines. Espeon levitated several large objects to increase his psychic powers. Hiryu. What's going on in this hellhole? Vlad. Those of the operative type will have to raise their maximum limits. Heteromorphic and other composite types need to train the parts of their bodies related to their quirks. Normally, this would happen as their bodies grow. Aizawa. But we don't have that time. Class B, you hurry up too. I arrive with them. Kendo. But once we unite, there will be 40 of us in total. Can just 6 people handle the quirks of so many people? Aizawa. That's why they are here. Ragdoll. That's right. The 4 of us are one. Mandalay. Keep a close eye on these brilliant looks. Ragdoll. We've come to lend a hand and help. Tiger. Coming out of nowhere. Pixie Bob. Sharply cute and feline. All. Wild Pussycats. The full version. Ragdoll. My quirk is search. I can learn information about up to 100 people just by looking at them. I can also discover their location and weaknesses. Pixie Bob. With my earth flow, I can create perfect places for everyone to train. He created a hill, lifting Uraraka up. Mandalay. And with my telepathy, I can give advice to several people at once. Tiger. And my job is to punch and kick. Harayu. There's something more to it. Tiger. Power-up types, come with me. Tora's training has begun. Then they saw Izuku, Umbreon, and Eevee performing various fighting moves. Tiger. Now, hit me with everything you've got. Izuku. Detroit Smash Al 5%. The three launched their attacks against Tiger, who, thanks to his flexible body, dodged them, and then delivered a blow that sent them crashing into a tree. Tiger. You're still very lively. That means your muscle fibers haven't torn yet. Izuku. Yes, sir. He got up with difficulty, as did Umbreon and Eevee. Tiger. I can't hear them. Izuku, Umbreon y Eevee. Yes, sir. Eon v. Kaibara. It's terrifying. Tiger. It's plus ultra, isn't it? He said with a terrifying aura. Then do it. Give me an ultra. The three. Yes, sir. Eon v. Vlad. UA is busy, so it's unlikely they'll dedicate staff just for first-year hero course students. Aizawa. Based on their history and their wide range of quirks, these four are the most logical choice to train their quirks in a short period of time. Vlad. Don't fall behind Class A. Come on, Class B. Class B. And, later, Pixie Bob. Now, do you remember what I told you yesterday? Today is the only day we'll be serving you. Ragdoll. At least make your own food. Curry. All. Yes, sold out. Ragdoll. Ha ha ha. They all look exhausted, but that doesn't mean they can't make a bad cat food. Iida. It's true that rescuing someone also means filling the stomachs and spirits of those exhausted during a disaster. Just like you'd expect from UA. They don't waste any opportunities. Guys, let's make the most delicious curry in the world. All. Okay. Sold out. Aizawa. Iida is so useful. So everyone started cooking. Todoroki lit the campfire with his fire, as did Flareon. Mine. Todoroki, Flareon. Can someone light the fire here too? He asked. Zero. Bakugo. Use an explosion to ignite this. Bakugo. As if I would, scum. I set off an explosion, but I end up destroying the grill. Yaoyorozu. If they only depend on others, then they will not learn how to light a fire. Juro. Huh, he saw how he created a lighter. After the curry was finished, everyone ate. Sylveon. I bring a spoonful of curry to Kota. City. Can I eat by myself? He said, taking the plate and eating. Oh, this is delicious. Sylveon patted him on the head. At night, on a mountain, there was a group of people. Of that. I don't like this, it's not nice. Mustard. This was orchestrated behind the scenes, wasn't it? Appearances don't matter as long as it makes sense. A boy wearing a gas mask said. Of that. I'm not talking about that, I just don't want to use this. Magna. Hi, sorry to keep you waiting, said a man. Moonfish. Work, said a guy in some kind of straitjacket. Like, just leave them to me, I'm so excited. Like, shut up, you bastards. Not yet. We'll move when all 10 of us are here. Gathering a group of thugs who are just tough only increased the risk. It's better to have a small, experienced elite group. It seems, first, we will make them realize that their peace lies in our hands. Finally, after the training sessions, night fell, and with it came the test of courage. Aizawa took those who needed extra classes. Pixie Bob. Very well. Class B will be the first to go. Class A will go out in pairs every 3 minutes. There are name tags along the route, so bring them back. Tokiyami. Celebrations in the dark. Uraraka. He said it again. Pixie Bob. Those who are going to scare people are not allowed to make direct contact. Show us how terrifying your quirks are. Tiger. The class where the most people wet their pants with creativity and imagination wins. Juro. Stop, that's disgusting. Iida. I see. They're trying to refine our ideas by making us compete against each other, giving us more options to use our quirks in the process. Just like you'd expect from UA. Pixie Bob. Now, we'll hold a draw to determine your teammates. Izuku had finished with Eevee, and with the pairs ready, the test began. 12 minutes later, a scream was heard in the forest. Pixie Bob. All right, Team 5. Hiro Kitty, Uraraka Kitty, go. They both started walking. Uraraka. I'm scared, Tsuyu, there's a lot of shouting. Tsuyu. Kyoka, Toru, and Espeon, right. Let's hold hands. Okay. I'm not scared. He offered his hand. Let's go. Uraraka. Very well, I take her hand. Kendo, Kodai, and Jugo were in some bushes next to Sylveon. Yesterday. Kodai, Sylveon, you scared everyone so far. Kendo. They're really showing off. Yesterday. Bakugo and Todoroki were so much fun. He remembered when they passed by and were startled to see Kodai and Sylveon's heads popping out of the ground. Yesterday. What was that? Oh. Haha. Kendo. Hey, doesn't it smell like something's burning? Yesterday. Huh, now that you mention it, there's a lot of smoke. He saw pink smoke appear. Did Bakugo and Todoroki get so scared that they activated their quirks? He fainted. Kendo. Honanuki. He realized, don't breathe it in. He covered Kodai with his enlarged hand. Sylveon. Syl. She uses her ribbons to ward off the smoke. Kendo. This smoke is poisonous. Pixie Bob's sad face smelled. What is this burning smell? Izuku. That's black smoke. He saw the smoke in the forest. Iida. Is something burning? Could there be a fire on the mountain? Elsewhere. Dabi was using his fire to set the forest ablaze. Like. Now, let's begin. He saw Leafeon and Glaceon near his area. Pixie Bob was enveloped in a pink aura. Pixie Bob. What? She was pulled back. Mandalay. Pixie Bob. Like. Destroy it. The false glitter of the title of hero. We, the Vanguard Action Squad of the League of Villains, will condemn them. Leafeon and Glaceon saw it, but were met with a great burst of flame head-on. Magna. Those kittens are in our way, he said, holding his beam above the head of an unconscious Pixie Bob. Everyone saw them. Izuku. Pixie Bob. He was going to go, but Tiger stopped him. Mandalay. Shit. Izuku saw her, then remembered something. Izuku. City. Kota was on a hill watching what was happening, until someone appeared behind him. With the extra class, they fell silent upon hearing Mandalay's voice. Mandalay. We are being attacked by 2 villains. There may be more. Everyone who can move, return to camp immediately. Even if you encounter the enemy, retreat and do not engage in combat. Asterisk. Aizawa. Vlad, I'm leaving you in charge of this place. I'm going to protect the other students. He left. I don't want to think about what might happen. Asterisk. He left the building and saw the smoke. Aizawa. This is bad. Like. Does your concern take priority, Eraser? Aizawa saw it and was then greeted by a burst of flames. Like. Don't get in my way, professional hero. You guys aren't who we want. Spinner. How are you all doing tonight, UA? High school. Iida. The League of Villains. Ojiro. Why are you here? Magna. Should I crush this girl's head? What do you think? Well, what do you think? Tiger. As if I were going to allow it badly. Spinner. Wait, Magna. Don't rush. You too, Tora. Calm down. It all depends on whether having the power over life and death follows Stain's principles or not. Iida. So you're the ones who were attracted to his ideology. Spinner. That's right, I am. Oh, yes. You, the one with the glasses. You were the one who brought Stain to his end in Hosu City. I apologize for the late introduction. He took out his sword, which was attached to several other swords and knives. Spinner. I'm Spinner, the one who will spin your dreams until they come true. Tiger. I don't care, you bastards. The woman lying there, Pixie Bob, only recently started worrying about getting married. She was doing her best to find happiness as a woman, despite her age. You can't just disfigure that woman's face and then stand there laughing nonchalantly. He pulls claws out of his gloves. Spinner. What's a hero doing trying to be happy like an average person? Mandalay. Tora, I've relayed instructions. Leave the students' safety to Ragdoll. The two of us will hold them here. Go, boys. Looked at the students, listen carefully. Don't fight. Class representative, you're in charge. Iida. Understood. Let's go. Midoriya. He saw him. Izuku. Go ahead. Mandalay. She saw him, I know where he is. She saw Eevee and it nodded. Kendo ran carrying the unconscious bodies of his companions while Sylveon tried to keep the smoke away as much as possible with her ribbons, but she seemed to be weakening little by little. Tetsu. Kendo. She saw it. Kendo. Tetsu. He saw that he was holding Abara in his arms and both of them were wearing gas masks. What's with those masks? Tetsu. Yaoyorozu from Class A was nearby and made them for us. Awase is showing her the location of the Class B students so they can go rescue them. We have plenty. Put one on. Kendo. Thanks. She put on one just like Kodai's. Wait a minute. I can't put one on Sylveon. She tries to put one on, but Sylveon stops her. But she shook her head and gave a small smile. Kendo. Okay. We need to get back to camp. It's dangerous out here since we don't know where the villains are. Tetsu. No, I'm going to fight too. Protect Shiozaki and Kodai. Kendo. What? She said we shouldn't fight. Tetsu. You're always criticizing Monoma, but don't you feel it somewhere in your heart? The difference between our class and Class A. I've been feeling it. We entered UA with the same exam, we studied the same curriculum, what's the difference? It's obvious. Tetsu. They have what we don't. Crisis. They turn crises into opportunities. It's natural. How can a hero turn his back on evildoers? Kendo. Tetsu. Don't try to stop me, Kendo. Hero Course Class 1B. If we don't confront them now, then when will we? I will definitely find the villains and defeat them. He clenched his fist, which turned to metal. Mandalay. Kota, can you hear my telepathy? Hurry and get back to camp. I'm sorry, I don't know where you usually go. I'm sorry, Kota, I can't come and save you. Come back as soon as you can. Kota was backing away from something in front of him. Type. I was trying to find somewhere with a good view, and I ended up finding a face that's not on our list. By the way, you've got a nice hat, kid. He saw it, trade it for this pathetic mask. They made me wear this toy because I'm new, saying they didn't get the shipment on time or something. He said, taking off the mask. Kota ran. Type. Oh, hey. At great speed he positioned himself in front of Kota. Type. Let me punch you to cheer me up. His arm became covered in muscle fibers. City. He saw him. Your dad, mom. The guy threw a punch at Kota, but luckily Izuku and Eevee appeared at great speed, saving him. Type. You were on the list. Izuku. We came here to prevent her from coming into contact with a villain. I can't believe a villain ended up here. She thought. Then looked at her broken phone. Damn, my phone broke right then. We came here without telling anyone, which means we can't wait for backup. Can we handle this villain ourselves? Can we do that while protecting Kota? He saw Kota crying. Izuku. No, I can't think like that. We have to do it. You're going to be okay, Kota. We'll definitely save you. Eevee. Eevee. Mandalay and Tiger were fighting with Magna and Spinner, until Mandalay heard Ragdoll's voice. Ragdoll. Mandalay. Mandalay. Ragdoll, are you okay? Where are you? Ragdoll. I'm okay. Hurt, but okay. There are 10 villains in total. One attacked Umbreon and me. I was able to escape thanks to Umbreon, but he. Mandalay. Umbreon. Surprised. Bakugo and Todoroki were walking back to the building. Bakugo. Damn it, he said, covering his nose. Todoroki. Is all this gas the work of the villains? He said, carrying Subaraba. I'm worried about the others, but we have no choice. We'll avoid the finish line and return to camp. Let's leave this to Ragdoll, who's halfway there. Bakugo. Don't tell me that. They stopped when they saw someone in front of them. Todoroki. Is anyone there? Bakugo sad face. I noticed something, that's it. Hey, who was in front of us? Todoroki. Tokiyami y. Shoji. Moonfish. Very nice. Very nice. No, I have to work. It captivated me. Oh, no. What beautiful flesh. Oh, don't tempt me. Bakugo. What, let's not fight. Spinner. False heroes who only care about themselves must be purged. I attack Mandalay, who luckily dodges the sword. Mandalay. Spinner, even though you're a villain, you're awesome. You're my type. Spinner. What, Mandalay? Why are you ashamed? How innocent. Attacks with its claws. Spinner. That was a dirty trick, you whore. Then Magna used her quirk on Mandalay to pull her towards her. Magna. Come here, kitty. But Tiger hit her, preventing her from hitting Mandalay. Tiger. I won't fall for it twice. I attack Magna, who dodges Hikiyoshi Kenji, villain name, Magna. 9 counts of aggravated robbery, 3 murders, and 29 attempted murders. Magna sad face. He stopped his fist. Wow, am I famous? Tiger. Why did you come here, criminal? Mandalay. Tora, there are 10 villains in total, Ragdoll told me. But Umbreon. Tiger. Umbreon. Magna. Wow, what could have happened to him? She said with a smile. With Izuku, Kota, and Eevee. Muscular. Are they really going to save him? Ha ha ha, that sounds exactly like what someone who wants to be a hero would say. Your kind are everywhere, talking about justice. Izuku got ready. You're the one they call Midoriya, right? This is perfect. We were told to take the initiative and bring you in alive. But I'll make sure to torture you thoroughly, so show me your blood. He lunged at him and threw a punch. Izuku tried to block it but couldn't. Eevee. Eevee. He threw dirt in Muscular's eyes. Muscular. Ah, you damned rat. Eevee continued attacking rapidly, forcing Muscular back a little. Muscular punched Eevee, causing it to hit the mountain. Muscular. I almost forgot. If you know, tell me, where are your other dogs? Izuku. Asterisk ah, the Eevees. Asterisk. Muscular. I still have to do my work. He lunged at them, but luckily they managed to dodge him in time. Izuku. Are they after the Eevees? Why? Muscular. Can I take that as, I don't know? I can, right, okay. Let's play. He increased the muscles in his legs, then launched himself at Izuku and kicked him in the stomach. Izuku crashed into the mountain and then fell to the ground. Muscular. Ha ha ha, blood. She saw Izuku bleeding. This is great. This is what I wanted. This is so much fun. What did you say? That you would definitely save him. Why are you running away? You're so strange. Eevee got angry and went against him. He jumped and a large jaw appeared in front of him and then attacked Muscular. Muscular. Not bad, but I'll take care of you later. I pick up Eevee and throw it into the forest. Izuku. Eevee. That muscle quirk is so fast, and so strong, damn it. I can't think about anyone else right now. He struggled to his feet. I need to focus. I must focus on the enemy in front of me. Smash. Asterisk. I throw a punch, but the guy blocks it with his arm. Muscular. What? That's your quirk. You're really fast, but not strong enough. I push him hard. My quirk enhances my muscles. It increases my speed and strength by increasing the number of muscle fibers, so much so that they can't be contained by my skin. Their fibers increased. Muscular. What am I trying to say? I'm bragging. In other words, you're a completely inferior version of me. Izuku jumped to dodge the blow, but the rocks that came out of the ground from the villain's attack hit him. Muscular. Do you understand how I feel? I can't help but laugh. He punched him, sending him to the ground. You'll save him. How will you do that? Don't promise things you can't deliver. Be honest with yourself. A small rock hit him on the back of the neck. City. Water hose. Dad. Mom. Did you torture them like that before killing them too? Muscular. Huh, seriously. Your parents were heroes. This must be fate. Water hose. It's thanks to them that my left eye is an artificial one now. City. It's your fault. It's because of guys like you that it always ends up like this. Muscular. Kids always shift the blame. That's not good. It's not like I'm holding a grudge over this or anything, you know. I just wanted to kill. And they wanted to stop me. It was the result of doing what we wanted. What's wrong is wanting to do something you can't do. Then I heard Izuku get up and saw him jumping. Muscular. That means you're coming for me, you piece of trash. Izuku. You're the one who's wrong. Izuku. I've got it, now its speed isn't a problem. Asterisk. Muscular. So what, are you going to hit me with that weak arm of yours? Izuku. It's not a question of whether I can do it or not. A hero's job, he prepares his fist, is to risk his life so that promises become reality. His fist unleashed a dark energy. Muscular. What? Asterisk. Izuku. One for all al 100%. Asterisk. Muscular. It's different from before. Asterisk. Izuku. Asterisk smash Umbrio. Asterisk. A huge air pressure combined with a dark energy destroyed part of the mountain. The strong wind sent Kota flying, almost falling off the cliff. Until Izuku caught him by the shirt with his mouth. Izuku. I'm sorry, I told you to get lost too. He uploaded it. City. Thank you. She saw him injured and with a bruised arm. Why? Asterisk. Izuku. Let's go back to the camp, it's not far from here. Then a loud crash made Izuku turn around and see Muscular emerging from the rubble. Izuku. It can't be, it was 100%, it was the same power as All Might. Muscular. That punch was too obvious. But it wasn't bad, Midoriya. Izuku. Alehite. Muscular. Nah, I suddenly feel like attacking. Izuku. This isn't good. What should I do? Think. I need time to think. What are they trying to do? What's the League of Villains up to? Muscular. How am I supposed to know? I just want to fight. As long as I'm free to use my quirk, I don't care. Remember, up until now, we were just playing around. I said so, didn't I? Let's play around, didn't I? I said so. He took something out of his pocket as his muscle fibers appeared. Muscular. But I'm done. Game time is over. Because you're too strong. Izuku. Kota, hold on fast. Kota grabbed hold and Izuku jumped, dodging Muscular's blow that destroyed part of the mountain. Izuku. It's nothing like before. His speed and power. He was just playing. He was really toying with me while trying to kill me. Asterisk. Muscular lunged at him. Izuku managed to dodge it, but the air pressure from the blow made him fall to the ground. Muscular. Damn, I got too excited, tries to pull his arm out of the mountain. Izuku. If we go back to the camp, then Aizawa-sensei should be there. If Aizawa-sensei can erase his quirk, don't be afraid, can you make him follow you to the camp without being caught? Impossible. I'm still tired from training. Don't think. If you turn your back on the enemy in this state, you'll become their prey. Asterisk. Izuku. You have no choice but to fight and win right here, right now. This is the only path you can take, Midoriya Izuku. You're going to save him, aren't you? Remember where you came from. He thought, stay back, Kota. And then, when I hit him, run as fast as you can back to the camp. City. When I hit him. Don't tell me you're going to, it won't work. Let's run. Your attack didn't work before. Besides, both your arms are broken. Izuku. I'm fine, I'm activating OFA, one for all at 100%. Asterisk. Muscular. Midoriya. He lunged at him. Izuku. Detroit. Smash. Muscular. Oh, what's wrong? That was weaker than before. Izuku. Okay, that's fine. Izuku. I won't let this go. So, run, run. Muscular. This kid. Damn it, you're the best. Izuku. Be quiet, City. Because, Muscular. Show me, your blood. He began to crush him. A hero can always overcome a difficult situation. Izuku. I'm sorry, Eevee, Vaporeon, Sylveon, Flareon, Umbreon, Glaceon, Espeon, Leafeon, Jolteon. I'm sorry, Mom, I'm sorry. All Might, All Might, All Might, asterisk, Muscular. I'm going to crush you. Then a jet of water hit him. Muscular. What, water? City. Izuku. City. Muscular. Then, okay, I'll kill you later. So wait, he felt something the moment he was distracted. Izuku. As if, Muscular. Wait, are you getting stronger? He said, noticing how fire, lightning, water, ice, a dark, blue and pink energy came out, even how some sprouts grew around Izuku. Izuku. He'll let you kill him. Izuku. 1 for all 1.000.000%. Izuku. Delaware. Destroys the fibers that had trapped his hand. Detroit. Smash. City. Ah. Sat down. Why? Kota. About mom and dad. Water hose. It's true they ended up leaving you behind. But lives were definitely saved because of what happened. Kota shed a few tears. I'm sure the day will come when you'll meet someone, and then you'll understand, someone who risked their life to save you. Someone who will be, City. My hero. Izuku breathed heavily, then stumbled a little, but managed to stay on his feet. City. Hey, it was with him. Izuku. Everything is fine. There's still something I need to do. City. You're badly hurt. What do you have to do next? Izuku. I knew he would defend himself against that. But that's also why I had to attack. City. What? Izuku. Even taking that into consideration, I thought he could inflict a lot of damage. But he's a much stronger villain than I expected. If all the villains in this nighttime attack are this strong, then everyone is in danger. They might be after the students too. I need to warn Professor Aizawa and the Pussycats about that. Izuku. If I can save someone by moving, then I have to move, right? Kota saw him leave this villain here for now. With my arms mangled, I was probably weaker than usual, but I should have caused a lot of damage. He saw Muscular knocked out. Izuku. I don't think he'll wake up anytime soon, and even if he does, I don't think he'll be able to move much. Above all else, right now, I have to protect you. City. What? Izuku. There is something only you can do. They both saw the fire in the forest. Izuku. Because of that, we'll be trapped no matter what. Do you understand? Kota looked at him. We need your quirk. Save us the way you saved me before. If we find Vaporeon, you can also help us with fire. Kota nodded. Now, get on my back. First, we have to get you to the camp. City. Can you move with those injuries? Izuku. I'm fine. Kota climbed onto his back. That's why I didn't hurt my legs. Come on. Hold on tight. I activate the one for all and jump into the forest. Well, I guess you're a professional after all. He looked at Aizawa. He was about to unleash another burst of flame, but his quirk didn't activate. Aizawa. It's not going to work, he said with his quirk active. He caught him with his bandages, then pulled him towards him and kneed him in the face, then slammed him to the ground. Aizawa. Tell me its purpose, number, and positions. Because. Aizawa. Because otherwise this will happen. He broke his arm. Your right arm is next. Let's do this logically. If I get to your legs, it will be difficult for you to move. Are you in a hurry, Eraser? He tried to use his quirk, but Aizawa broke his other arm. And then he noticed the fire increasing. Aizawa. What's that? Iida. Professor. I arrive with Kota and Ojiro. Aizawa. Guys. Dabi stepped aside and stood up. This is all the damage I can take, huh? As expected from a UA teacher. Hey, hero. Aizawa. Wasn't the fire from before his quirk? Asterisk. I hope you can protect them all until the end. See you later. And with that, it melted. Aizawa. Go inside. I'll be right back, she said to the boys before leaving. Twice. That's not good, Dabi. You've been defeated. How weak. Are you some kind of weakling or something? Already. I'm very weak. Twice. Huh, that's ridiculous. Don't be hasty, you're strong. You should think of yourself as a professional. Make another one of me. Twice. We need something to stop the pro heroes from leaving. Twice. It doesn't matter how many times some nobody comes. Leave it to me. With Izuku and Kota. Izuku. I'm almost there. Asterisk. City. Hey, Mira. Noto Aizawa. Izuku. Professor. I arrive with him. Aizawa. Midori. I'll see it. Izuku. Teacher. Izuku. It's terrible. There are a lot of things I need to tell her. First, there's something I need to tell Mandalay. Aizawa. Hey. Izuku. Please take care of Kota. He has a water quirk. You have to protect him. Aizawa. This is very. Izuku. Please. She left. Aizawa. Wait, Midoriya. Izuku stopped those wounds. No, tell Mandalay this. Tiger was fighting against Magna, who was dodging Tiger's blows. Magna. Wow, you're very close. Let me pick up my item. Tiger. Damn, it's predicting my feline combat moves, huh? Spinner. You're not a real hero. She said, swinging her sword to try and hit Mandalay. Mandalay. Good heavens, you're very persistent. Spinner. That's just who you are. Let me purge you once and for all. Izuku. Spinner. Huh, Izuku. Mandalay. Kota is fine. Mandalay. That, Izuku. And here's a message from Professor Aizawa. Tell everyone telepathically, everyone in Class A and B. In the name of the pro hero, Eraserhead, you are granted permission to enter combat. Mandalay's sad face, he nodded, everyone in Classes A and B. In the name of the pro hero, Eraserhead, you are hereby granted permission to engage in combat. I repeat, everyone in Classes A and B is hereby granted permission to engage in combat. He said telepathically, that's what you wanted, isn't it, Eraser? Asterisk. Mandalay. Return to camp immediately. He saw Izuku, those aren't normal injuries. He kicked Spinner. Izuku. No, I'm sorry. Please tell everyone one more thing. The villains, at least some of their targets are, they're after the Eevees. Please tell everyone telepathically. Mandalay. Eevees. Wait a minute. Magna. That tremor in those lights from before. There are two in our ranks who can fight in a spectacular power battle. If one of them let go of something, then, does that mean the bloodthirsty Muscular was defeated? Does it mean he lost in a power battle with that kid? Wow. This kid, he lunged at Izuku, he really has to be killed. Asterisk. Izuku saw him and dodged a blow, then released a dark energy that pushed Magna back a few meters. Magna. Oh, Spinner. Great. Then both were knocked out by Tiger and Mandalay, who took advantage of the distraction. Mandalay. I finally managed to land a hit. There's no other way. First, I have to tell everyone uses her quirk, we've discovered one of the villains' targets. It's the Eevees. Asterisk. Kirishima. Eevees. Mandalay. Asterisk. Eevees should avoid combat and act independently. Did you hear that, Eevees? Asterisk. Elsewhere, Vaporeon and Eevee were on the ground. Of that, it's a shame. They told me they need them as intact as possible. I put away a syringe, I wanted to see what their blood was like, well. I'll have to use this. I take out a taser and use it on them. Vaporeon and Eevee. Eevee. They screamed in pain. Toga, I wonder if the others have already captured the others. Then he saw Uraraka and Tsuyu nearby. Todoroki stopped Moonfish's attack with his ice. Moonfish. I have to keep going. I have to do my job. Todoroki sent another wave towards Moonfish, but he dodged it to attack again with his sharp teeth. Todoroki. He is good at using the terrain with his quirk. Bakugo. Even though he looks like a weakling. Bastard. Todoroki. He seems to have a lot of experience. Moonfish. Show me your flesh. Todoroki. If you use large flames here and the fire spreads, we'll be surrounded by flames, and we'll all die. Do you understand? Bakugo. Shut up. I already know. Todoroki. Even if we retreat, there's still gas. They're obviously trying to corner us. Tetsu. Did you hear that, Kendo? We have permission to throw some punches. Kendo. Wait, Tetsu. He stopped. I don't think I can hold on any longer, Sylveon. He saw her walking more slowly. Sylveon. Kendo. Sylveon, you should go back and hide. She saw her, they're looking for you too. Sylveon. Sylveon, the VO. Kendo. We'll be fine, we'll take care of this gas. Sylveon looked at her, then nodded and left. Kendo. Okay, do you understand this gas? He looked at Tetsu. Tetsu. You said it's dangerous, right? I'm not stupid. Kendo. Idiot. It didn't say anything about the gas in Mandalay's telepathy. That means the gas hasn't spread far enough to be visible from the clearing where Mandalay is. It's strange. This gas is flowing slowly in one direction. Normally it would spread more, right? This one is staying in one place. Kendo. And look, the gas is a little denser here than it was before. Tetsu. Which means, what? Kendo. I think it's circling its source, like a typhoon. In other words, there must be someone producing the gas at the center, and someone who can also control it. Tetsu. I see. Kendo, you're amazing. Kendo. I knew it. That's why I came with you, he said, a bead of sweat forming on his brow, and the closer we get to the center of the vortex, the denser the gas becomes, so it's only a matter of time. There's a limit to the filters in gas masks, and the denser the gas, the shorter their lifespan. In other words, Tetsu. Run straight towards the densest gas and hit it. Right, he said, running. Kendo. Well, yes, but, thinks of only one thing, but. Asterisk. Tetsu. Shiozaki and our classmates suffered because of this gas. I hate this. Things like this annoy me. Let's do our best. Kendo. Yes, I don't dislike that part of him. Asterisk. In the center of the poisonous smoke was the villain. Heading directly towards me, there are 3 or 2 people. I suppose some of them would notice and might pass by. Mustard. But it's sad. I pull out a gun no matter how wonderful the quirk is. Tetsu. I found you. Mustard. They're still human, right? Gunshot. Izuku. Ah, what was that sound? A gunshot. Don't tell me that. Mustard. Oh yeah, I saw you during the live broadcast of the sports festival. There were guys who could harden themselves. A shot doesn't work, huh? He saw that it only broke his mask, but oh well, it doesn't matter. Because it's a question of how long you can hold your breath in this gas. Tetsu. A gun, seriously. And it's pointing at my mask. What's with this dwarf? He saw him, a school uniform. So, he's the same age as me, or maybe even younger. Don't underestimate me. He was shot again. Mustard. Are you trying to be the Terminator? Even if you can toughen up, you're going to attack head-on. Give me a break. You go to a prestigious school, right? You're smart, aren't you? Will you use your head for once? If you don't deserve my time. Points to the side. Tetsu moved, protecting Kendo from the shot. Kendo. Tetsu. That's not good. A little blood trickled from his head. Mustard. Ha. 1 shot against 1, with you all hiding for a surprise attack, huh? That's weak. A weak plan. This gas is produced and controlled by me. I predict your movements directly from its fluctuations. Lost in the gas, in other words, you can't hide from me. Mustard. Why couldn't they figure it out? They're going to UA, right? Don't ruin her image. That's why they're being attacked like this now. Tetsu ran towards the voice but was shot again. Mustard. Idiot. He saw him fall, huh? Aren't you softer than you used to be? Is it metal fatigue or something? Looks like you can't breathe anymore either. You really can't get any stronger, huh? Does your toughness depend on your stance? Shot. Mustard. For simple guys who just toughen up, resilience is everything, huh? You just rush in without thinking about things like that. I shoot him. Hey, you guys are going to be heroes when you grow up, aren't you? I think it's weird. A world where someone with a simple mind like yours is idolized just because of the school they went to. That's not right, is it? He would say, shooting, and then kick him. Tetsu. Shit, I can't breathe. I can't. He was shot again. My vision is getting blurry and distorted. Shit, everything is going black and white. Kendo. Tetsu. Mustard dodged it. Mustard. I already told you, I can predict how you're going to move with the flow of the ga. The kendo hand grew larger, striking him. Kendo. It doesn't matter if you can predict how I move. Mustard. I can't believe you can look so triumphant with such a pathetic quirk. His head was hidden in the gas. Kendo. Whether it's regrettable or not depends on how you use it. He enlarged his other hand and began to move them, creating strong gusts of air. Kendo. Take this. Mustard. The gas is being pushed. How much power do those hands have? Kendo. You're stupid, kid. The fact that you're carrying a gun tells me you're not confident in a fight. Mustard. Damn it. I point at her. Kendo. On top of that, those from UA with a simple mind. Mustard noticed his arm being tied with some ribbons and lifted upwards. Mustard. The gas thinned out, so I didn't notice. I notice a yellow light and another red-orange one. Jolteon and Flareon appeared, hitting his sides and managing to make him lose his balance. Kendo. When everyone would think, I can't take it anymore. Tetsu appeared, punching Mustard in the face, breaking his mask and knocking him to the ground. Kendo. They will take another step and go further. The gas dispersed. The gas is dispersing. Sylveon, Flareon, and Jolteon stopped holding their breath, but still fell to the ground, weak. Tetsu sad face, breath. If a gas user is wearing a mask, then I should break it, right? He saw him knocked out, stupid. He fell to the ground. Kendo. I will attend to. Then I noticed that Sylveon, Flareon, and Jolteon weren't there. Kendo. No. Izuku kept running through the forest until he saw a kind of black and purple hand coming towards him. But someone pulled him away and put him on their back. Izuku. Shoji. She saw him. Shoji. Those wounds. Shoji. All you're thinking about is saving your friends. What are we going to do with you? Izuku. Right now, Shoji. Yes, we were ambushed by villains, and I covered for him. But that triggered the quirk he'd been desperately trying to suppress. Tokiyami. The offensive capabilities of my quirk increase the darker it is, but it becomes violent and harder to control. Izuku. Don't tell me that. Shoji. That's right. If we want to get out of here, we'll first have to do something about it. Tokiyami. Or they will die. Izuku. Tokiyami. They hid behind a tree. Izuku. What's happening, Shoji? Shoji. Silence. After Mandalay's telepathic message about the villains' attack, telling us not to fight, we immediately went on high alert. Right after that, we were attacked by a villain. I shielded Tokiyami by hiding him in the bushes when my arm was cut off. Izuku. Your arm. He saw it, Shoji. Although it wasn't a shallow cut, it's not like I've lost it forever. My quirk can even duplicate organs, and the one that was cut was a duplicate. But I guess he couldn't handle that. The quirk he'd been suppressing started to spiral out of control. Izuku. In the deep darkness, he can't control it. I hadn't realized his quirk was so unstable. Shoji. It was probably his emotions, like indignation and regret, that made him even more savage. He kept trying to restrain himself, but I step on a twig and then dodge Dark Shadow's arm. Shoji. It reacts to any movement or sound, becoming a monster that attacks indiscriminately. Tokiyami. Forget about me. Find the others, and help them. Calm down, Dark Shadow. Shoji. Dark Shadow's weakness is light. If we lead him toward the fire or back to camp, it should calm him down. Midoriya. Can't you make a fire? Izuku. The last one I touched was Umbreon, so I don't have the fire element to use it. Even if I did, I could barely use one attack to push a villain away from me. Shoji. I understand. Midoriya. No matter the circumstances, I don't want to become the kind of person who leaves a friend suffering. You pushed your body to the limit to get here because you're worried about the Eevees, right? If you think you can still move, I'll move Dark Shadow away and open it for you. Izuku. Wait, we're quite far from the camp or the fire. Then you'll be in danger. They dodged Dark Shadow. Shoji. I know. Saving people involves risks. That's why they're called heroes. Hidden. Will you stay with me and help Tokiyami, or will you hurry and go to where the Eevees are? Izuku. Shoji. What will you choose, Midoriya? I hope you guys enjoyed this video and make sure to like and please hype this video. Now we will see you in the next video.